Hello YouTubes! So today I've prepared something a little bit different. Usually I play just 8v8, but sometimes I do tend to play a little bit of 1v1. So let's take a look at my recent match.
Battle started.
Of Beyond All Reason. So this is my starter position. I'm playing Cortex. I'm choosing the middle one, so I have access to all of these quite early, and also I'll see with the radar pretty far as well. My opponent also choosing Cortex, but he seems to be going vehicles instead of bots. So there's not that much reclaim on the map, but there are some places that vehicles cannot go, namely this hill, and this. So that's the advantage of bots. Other than that, it's a big disadvantage, as vehicles are more efficient and the rest of the map is pretty flat. Yeah, I think this place is also something that vehicles can go. So 1v1 is a little bit different than 8v8. You tend to keep your commander way safer than in 8v8, because if you die, there's just one commander, so that would be a losing scenario for you. So mostly in 1v1 what I've seen that people are just attaching the commander to base and help him build, or if the map is narrow, they'll push up to secure some choke point real quick with their build power. So it's not that much of like a D-gun action. Okay, there's been some action. I've sent a grunt out to scout the enemy positions. I found out that he's vehicles. I'm a bit worried about that, because vehicles, like a grunt is way cheaper than this incisor, but this incisor will eat the grunt like nothing. Like so far I'm better on army value. I have a lot of grunts, so I decided to split them, try to get some action going, because that's the advantage. Like you have more units, like they're not that powerful, but you have more, so you can attack on multiple fronts. There's some rovers coming. And the grunts are coming in to intercept. But rascals are quite faster than grunts, so they'll just go around. But if they get caught, they get blasted to pieces. So the army value is shifting now to how does this go again, and that's due to him having like multiple incisors. He's doing a great job at like guarding his constructor, so you can just put guard command and the unit will just basically follow this constructor. So another bunch of rovers coming in, and finally a bit slower, but the grunts are coming in for a flank. Unfortunately there's a commander, which means not much can be done. Also a light laser tower. It's good. The guy is good on defense here. a lot of units, like 2 grunts are nothing against this. I'm still producing more grunts, and I'm running low on power, which isn't good. Trying to attack from this angle now. But again, you see incisors way more efficient. Also expensive, so I'm not doing very good job of pumping the units. I'm running low on power. Commander is e-stalling. I should switch him up to like low priority. Also trying to get like this constructor tower. It's a mess here, not going to lie. Like I'm just stalling, so all of these metal extractors are now not working. So I need to get way more power. My enemy is having similar issues as well, but mine are probably worse. Now trying to fix it with adding some solars, which is good. Like if you don't have energy at all, it's good to build solars. But still, I should have like switched this to low priority, just so my mexes will work. Like that, basically constructors have priority on building. So if you have like 10 metal per second and you're trying to build 30 metal worth of stuff, like with your lab and with constructors, the constructors will get prioritized metal. Same with commander as well. I think the commander is also overruling the constructors, but might be wrong on that. Then again, if you put manually all of these to low priority, that means they will stall, like and not build it if the energy is low or on lower ends. So wind is picking up, it's great. I do have some more wind coming up, and my enemy is also making some windmills here. Also deciding to stay with the commander still. He did move to grab some of the metal extractors in the back and those up. I believe that he wouldn't be able to with the constructors. Those vehicles just can't get up there. There is some metal lying around, should be reclaimed. But I understand that it's very low value and priority for him at the moment. So now it's the first big force that is not really just running by. So I'm trying to secure this front, like I've seen a lot of units. I also put some units here. Vehicles cannot go up, so I'm just waiting for opportunity here. I do see that there are incisors here, so I don't want to really like feed those units. I basically want to wait for some fight that will happen, maybe here on the middle, and if those units get redirected, I'll just go to the base. At least that was the intent there. Again, low power here from my opponent. Similar for me probably. I'm looking good now. I do have e-storage to prevent when the wind goes down. Also some solars that provide me with 100 energy in order to, if something screws up. And now for the big push of tanks. So that's 2000 metal of tanks against 800 metal of grunts. So that's an easy math, like the tanks will just win straight away. I'm trying to get some build power in order to pump those units faster, but he has a big army value lead. I'm trying to get some concave going. but grunts are not that strong. You can see that he's just running by with his superior force. I did get my commander up a bit to create some LLTs to hopefully stop the push, but the push just goes straight for the south here, which is a good part on my enemy. Like, you don't want to go and risk a D-gun, you just go around, which is amazing work. And this is starting to get scary. Like, I do have Exploiter, this metal extractor with a gun on his head. It's a bit more expensive, but can fend for himself. But this is overwhelming force, so... Like, luckily, some of the explosions of my buildings hindered the force a bit, but it's still quite scary. Still 1000, and this is 200 metal. There's another small base. I do get hit big on E. Like, I lost all the windmills here, and these will also probably fall. The LLT is doing God's work here, and some of the grunts finally surrounded the units. And that's cleared up, so... But another one is coming down again. My run-by force is still idling, not doing anything. I decided to bring some res bots to resurrect all of the fallen units on my side of the map, to hopefully help me defend this again. Like, again, big brute force, like that's 2000 metal. But he's not microing it well, me as well. Probably should split more units like this around it. And just like that. That would be perfect. Because brutes and their shots have a little bit of AoE, so you don't want to clump those units up. Another force is coming through the top, where I have some constructors that were expanding in this region, and I'm getting undercut here. But this is way more important to clean up. Grunts are coming in, great. And behind all this, the res bots, I have them on area resurrected command like this, and they are resing everything. Again, low on power, decided to put some vehicles of my own, because if you can't beat vehicles as with just grunts, because you don't really want to go with thugs, as they're still faster. It's a fairly open map. He's doing so good on E compared to me. Yeah, it's crazy. There's so many windmills. But the wind's dying, so at least that goes in my favor. The resbots are using a lot of my energy to resurrect the units, but I don't want to reclaim them because I don't have production to... I'm full on metal, so all of this would be wasted. It's still probably wasted, a lot of it. So that's the huge bonus. Like, you can see, I already have some tanks that I resurrected. I already have some of my own, and this should be a better fight for me. Okay, Exploiter's helping as well. It's probably gonna fall. Tanks are getting jammed up here. But yeah, it's getting cleaned up nicely. Pounder tanks added in the mix as well. They're slow, really slow, but they are very strong. And the army value seems to be shifting, because all of these units that my enemy sent to die. It's just lying around, and it's a lot of metal. Like you can see, it's 5,000 metal. Like I can do anything with. Like even though my enemy has like bigger map control, more of the metal extractors, he's like 60% up on all of the productions, on the metal per second, and on the energy he's 20% up. So it's huge. But still, army value coming my way because of all of these great grave robbers are just putting these units back up from his failed push. And since he wasn't able to kill my energy production, I should be able to do that. My commander is trying to secure this front in case that there's any run-bys. A lot of just forest of LLTs here. Not that efficient, but I feel that it's very easy to just like lock some point up with a commander. And there's a huge fight here that's happening. All of these units surrounding the enemy. And we're getting some nice trade up. And we are closing in on the enemy base. And we are having like 130% of army value because all of these dead units are coming back to life and feeding in. Same with some of the units of my own that I'm building. Grunts here finally left their island and went for a walk, and that's GG. Because he cannot stop this push. Like that's way more tanks, very close to his base.
Battle ended.
So I wanted to showcase a bit of like how the game works, because you can see that metal produced. I was up on energy for some reason, probably by some advanced solars, but yeah, you can see that enemy had more metal, more map, but still you can win if you are a bit more efficient with your with your units, and if you add in the res bots and resurrect from the failed enemy pushes. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever, and see you maybe next time. Bye.